Hey, welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd in these streets. I got a nice patch of road ahead of me, so I thought I'd check in and share some of my thoughts with you. I've been in my feelings all morning, but I can't really do it like I need to do it, so I gotta process with words. So I'm gonna just go ahead and stop internalizing and share with you. So A, you can know how it goes in this lifestyle, this business. And B, because I think people respect you more when you're authentic. So my cousin and I, it's funny, he called me, I gotta call him back, but we talk a lot about this being vulnerable and authentic thing. But anyway, so this work husband situation is really, I swear, every time we do a project together, I know it should be our last project together, but I haven't found anybody better than him at what he does. And for the good of the project, I gotta have the best. And I'm telling you, a lot of the stuff that I do is about counting the cost. So it's more than just how much it's gonna cost to do the labor. It's materials, it's time, it's traveling and all that. I gotta take into account everything. So, sometimes he wastes my time and I don't like it. Cause here's the bottom line of our whole discord. I am type A. I am very anal about certain things. I am probably undiagnosed OCD. I joke about it all the time, but I'm sure I got obsessive compulsive disorder, because some things I just cannot let go or let stand, and I cannot walk away with certain things a certain way. So yeah, but it doesn't disrupt my life to the point where if I don't do these things, then it's like a clinical issue because I can't live my normal life or do my normal activities. So that's why I'm gonna call it an undiagnosed OCD. Whatever it is, maybe it's just very exacting standards and it's easier to call it that, OCD, but yeah, whatever it is. So I'm that, and I'm very, very, my ex calls me controlling, but I'm very particular and specific and methodical and mechanical and all the words that mean I'm not emotional, and I'm logical and rational, and I think things through, and I count and I add, and I don't have time to be feeling nothing or talking about no feelings. I got to get this done, and I want to get it done fast. But my counterpart here, even though he's great at what he does, like nobody can answer the question faster or find a way to get from A to Z. When I'm trying to do the thing, he gonna get me to the bottom line. Nobody's better at that, but he's very like ADHD. He's impulsive, he's messy, not messy on a job site, but his order of operations and his thinking, he just all over the place. Like literally, he would have me go into the store every day if I did not put my foot down sometime and be like, look, you've done this 1,000 times. It's not your first bathroom. What do you always need in the bathroom? And since I've worked with him enough times, I know all the basic stuff to get. But when it comes to those specific plumbing components, it's about distance, it's about connections and which piece goes with which thing. And, like electrical wires, just different wires for different jobs, but, different pipes, different sizes and all that based on what you have in front of you. That's when you make the decision what other pieces you'll need. I get that, but if you've been looking at this thing every day and you put it together, can't you have some control over how the connections are and what sizes they need and all that? And shouldn't it be something that you can easily find, not drive to 5 stores or call the 5 stores and find out if they have any? Why is this one piece so hard to find? Because I'm thinking it shouldn't be that way. But anyway, He's all over the place, and I'm very linear. I like to save time. I like to save money. I like to save my energy. And I like not getting up out of my bed, running to the store, because he said he needs something right away, and the job is an hour away. What time you going to get here? Whenever I get there. I have no idea. Well, I can't do this without this piece. It's Monday morning. I'm thinking he could have told me that on a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday. And I could have looked forward 3 days, not just in 2 hours. And then he threatens like, well, I don't have to be here. I can go to another job if you're not going to get here till 5 o'clock. No, I'm pretty sure you're going to want to be right there, because there's several things you could be working on other than this one thing that you sent me on the Wild Goose Chase for. So if you want to leave, it's your choice, but I wouldn't recommend it. So here's another piece. I've been looking at videos of different types, and they all come back to talk about race at some point. I thought I had some time and I didn't have to come and talk about race on the job with you. I pretty much alluded to it a couple of times in different videos, and I was like, that's a conversation for another day. Well, I guess it's today, because he's a Mexican, literally from Mexico. Come on, y'all. He's from Mexico. He has a way of looking at things and doing things. I think he's about 37. Last time it's something, he not 40 yet. He's around there, but he has a way of looking at everything, including me, which makes sense. It's based on your background, communication, emotion, attachment, all that. It's about who you are, where you came from, how you were brought up, that kind of stuff. So he has a set of, demographic qualifiers or whatever he uses to deal with me as a black woman. But then he also has a set that he deals with me as a black woman who's in charge of the project that he's working on. So he's working for me, and he doesn't like it. Even though he looks at me like a cash cow, he does not look at me with respect like a superior or even a partner. He sees me as just some loudmouth broad who always trying to tell him what to do, and he bucks like my kids do. It's funny. It's similar, very similar. Even though he's that age, he just reminds me of one of them, like having a tantrum, like, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. I'm like, dude, oh my God, get yourself together, grow up, man up, all that, whatever, suck it up. Everything you gotta do, just let's get this job done. But he gets so emotional sometimes, and he's like, if I say anything to him, like question what he's doing or why he's doing it that way, and usually I have a commanding presence on my job sites. Every guy there knows that I have a way of thinking and doing things, and sometimes I'm gonna come at them with stuff that's like not the way we've been doing it, and stuff that's not necessarily something you can envision right this minute. Well, that's what I do. I bring solutions and ideas, and they're all mine. So I don't understand. I don't expect you to understand it. Just do like I said, and everything will be fine. So he doesn't like that about me. He's always challenging me in that respect. Like, if you don't want me to do it, then I ain't got to do it. Or he'll say, well, if you want to tell me how to do it, then you just go ahead and do it. It's not what this is. What I'm saying is I want something real, real specific, and I need to walk you through it, because I know it's not your idea, and you couldn't possibly carry it out the way I want it done without me helping you see it or step by stepping it with you. He'd be mad. So this is a toxic relationship, and I need some professionals that I can work with who, I don't know, maybe it's asking for the impossible to ask them to respect me as a woman, or as a black woman, or as whatever you see when you look at me. But I need you to respect me as the one who's paying the bills and the one who hired you for your skill set, and just come to work and do your job. give me your best, because my name and my reputation are on the line with the client's money. So they hired me to make sure of some things, and that's what I'm going to do. I don't really need all this dissension on a team, but this is what I get in this business. They don't want me here. I found 2 cool dudes in the last month that I think I can work with going forward, but they're not plumbers, and they don't do the whole bathroom thing. Like, they could probably help me with pieces of it, but they will admittedly say, no, that's not my thing. I don't do that. So I'm always looking for professionals, but then I go to the store and I'm in the parking lot minding my business, and I get stuff like this. Yeah, I do X, Y, and Z work. Call me. I don't want to call you because I don't know you and I don't trust you. If I give you a deposit, am I going to see you again? It's not my deposit, and I don't have that kind of money to lose giving it back to the customer when you don't do what you're supposed to do. And I don't know what your work looks like. I don't want to see pictures. I want to know people who know you, who work with you, or who, you've done work for or something, because I need to know that you did that and how you got it done before I can hire you. So I'm out here looking for some professionals that I can deal with, work with, and who have references that, can vouch for them. Because I'm tired of this. This is toxic. This is bad. Let me tell you, one time on a job site, this fool, this was like all of the racist, prejudice, whatever stuff combined. Because there was a white guy, there was a black guy, there was me, there was the islander who works on his team, but he looked at all of us as black. And then the white guy, he really couldn't stand the white guy. He just kept saying, that white mug, that white MF, I'm going to F him up and this and that. I'm like, whatever he might have said or done, just stop talking to him. We at work. What is this? Kindergarten. We at work. Cut that shit out. I can't see. So anyway, yeah, he took a swing at the guy. I thought that was going to be our last project together, but again, I need things done. I need them done right. So I tolerate way too much. But, do I just leave the bathrooms to somebody else? I have another guy who might be able to do bathrooms, but he annoys me in a different way because he always wants to send me to the store for a list of things. And I know he don't respect me. He don't have no kind of respect. He's Latino and older. I don't know where he's from, but the way he talks to me is like he's very misogynistic. What else? It is what it is. So he always talks down to me because I'm a younger black woman and because I'm a woman. And then, he doesn't take direction either. When I try to tell him this is what I want, he wants to hear me very little. I give him a general description or whatever, and he wants to just go. But no, I don't want you to freestyle on anything. I want it very specifically done because they asked me to do this for my ideas and the way I come up with unique solutions and products. The way I do things is not stuff that you've seen or you're going to see everywhere. I make custom solutions for my customers to solve their individual problems. So it's not just a 10 by 10, kitchen that you're going to get with a certain amount of cabinets and a certain size to come in that package. You're going to get what you need. If you need this to pull out or lift up or whatever, I'm going to get you that. You want your trash drawer to pull out, or you want to open it and pull this drawer out separate. Just specific things. But he don't want to hear a whole lot from me. He just want me to hire him for the job, give him his deposit, and I swear every time I come to give him the final payment, he goes, wait a minute, that's not enough. And I go, it is. And then I break down for him how much he charged me for each thing and why it adds up to that. And he goes, okay, see you later. I hate it. It burns my retinas. I would rather eat glass than deal with any of this nonsense. But this is the job. These are the personnel. bite my tongue a lot. Even when the little dude makes a pass at me, because I'm not a black woman, I'm just a female at that point. Even when he wants to flirt with me and say little things about us getting married or having babies or whatever, I do not crush his little spirit, even though I have the ability to. I just say, I want you to be professional. It's never going to happen. And thank you very much for leaving me alone. What I would like to say is, don't nobody want that little shit. What am I going to do with that? I don't want that. Ew, that don't even seem like my type of... No, that's not a good day for me. You looking at a Cadillac Escalade. I don't want no goddamn Honda. Leave me alone. Ugh. And all that. But I can't say that. I might though, one day. I'm pondering. But anyway, I'm almost at the work site. And I want to see how much productivity he's shown, because it's 12 o'clock and he called me 7 times this morning, probably around before 9. So yeah, I need to see what's going on in here, but I just had to get a little bit of that off my chest. I deal with xenophobia, misogyny, racism, and sexism every day in this industry. But I love doing my job because I get to be an artist and I get to manage projects. Like, it's like commanding an orchestra or conducting an orchestra or something. It's just so many little pieces and instruments that go together. And then when the final product is done and everybody can see where I was going, the workers, the clients, and everybody always go, oh, that's really nice. That's why I do it. So I keep reminding myself of my why. Meanwhile, I just have internal turmoil, and I don't know. But if you know some professionals skilled at labor in any of the trades, send them my way, because I pay well, I'm respectful, and even though I come up with some weird ideas sometimes that you won't understand, I will 100% respect you for what you do, and I will be appreciative and call you back again so we can all continue to eat. Yeah, let's see what happens on the job site today. Okay, so I'm on the job site. I forgot to put on my hat. These edges gonna roll back so quick. Anyway. So yeah, I got here and I realized that I had another problem, because the work husband said he was going to bring a trailer. So here's how it went down. We were leaving work on Friday. He said, what y'all gonna do with this tub and these cabinets? I said, right now they're trash. What you want to do? He said, can I have them? I said, you can if you take this trash away for me. He said, okay, I'll bring the trailer on Sunday. It's Monday. Trash is still here. The homeowners asked me on Saturday or Friday night, could I get the trash out of here? And I said, hey, I got a guy on that. But my backup is a guy who was working on a different project out here. And he said, hey, I can take that around the corner. The dump is like 5 minutes away. He said, I can take that around there for you. Can you give me $50? I gave him $100. He said, I like how you pay. I'm going to get the rest of that over the next few days. So then he came to me another day. He said, look, as fast as I'm taking it away, they still adding to the pile. So it looked like I ain't doing nothing, but I am. So I got a friend that's going to come by on Tuesday and help me out. We're going to fill up our trucks, and we're going to both take the trash around there for you. I said, okay. I plan to pay him handsomely to get this off my hands, because I thought I was going to have to tell him I did not need him, but I do. Because not only is there no trailer here, but I asked this fool, where's the trailer? Why are you not getting this trash? He goes, I'm not touching no trash. You can keep that shit. So I guess he don't want the tub and the cabinets after all. But I would rather he would have just said that then. Yeah. This ain't normal workplace stuff, but everybody got workplace stuff. So I'm sure there's some ridiculousness out there in another workplace, in another industry that trumps this, but it's just a problem. I'm pretty sure this is our last job together. I just have to train my B team to be like this A team. I don't know plumbing, but I know enough about business and relationships and interaction with people of all kinds to probably navigate that better than this. Because clearly, somebody here is arrogant and will not work well with others. So, yeah, we got to sever ties. This is out of hand. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I even work with him because, I mean, I'm going to say the word control. I can't control him. I can't get him to do nothing I want him to do when I want him to do it or none of that. And I think he takes me for a joke. So, yeah, he got to go. I'm not going to be sad, but again, I just have to take the time, use the resources to train my B team to be a little bit more like I need them to be because they have the trade part down. I don't need to know the trade. Well, I don't have to know it in depth. I need to know something, to manage the project, but I don't need to know the trade in depth to get what I need from these guys. I studied communication and psychology and business and what is it? What was it called back then? Is it business administration? Business, yeah, whatever it was. In 2000 at the University of Maryland, University College, I studied all that stuff. I ain't finished. I did not get my degree because I was 30 years old, and then I had a baby, and then I was 30 something years old, and they wanted me to keep going into these conferences and talking to these college age kids every week, 2-3 times a week. It was part of the grade, that interaction, and it was just foolishness for me at the time. And then the teachers, I took this, let me tell you, I was pregnant with my third son in 2009. I went to Coalfield House, where they used to play the football at Maryland, and I walked up a hill and so many stairs, got into the Coliseum and had to walk down 1,000 stairs to get to the floor where the proctors were giving their exams. And I got all my stuff and I went up some more stairs to take the test, final exam for my math class. And then when I went to check my grade, I didn't have a grade. And when I talked to the professor, he said, "You didn't take the test." I was like, damn if I didn't. 9 months pregnant, I took that test. Where's my grade? And he was like, "Well, I don't have any record of it." You know what you got to go through to take a proctored exam? You got to fill out this, show your ID, get your social security number, and a bunch of other stuff. They didn't have my exam. So I didn't get a grade for that. And then there was some other stuff that happened, but I ain't finished. So there's that. So anyway, it was just a bunch of stuff that said, you know what? I'm not really cracked up. I can't go to college right now at this point in my life. So I stopped. And I didn't feel like a failure for stopping because all the theoretical stuff they were teaching me was great. But all the real life experience I was getting in the world since I was 17 years old and started working at the IRS, I think it outweighed what they were teaching me at the time. So I just said, enough said. I'm done. I'm gone. And I left. And why did I tell that story? I don't know. But I studied all those things. So I know how to read people and I know how to talk to people. And this ain't working. So when I get my B team and start working on these bathrooms, they're going to look really good. I just have to have some conversations with the people before we start the project so that they understand what I'm trying to accomplish and that I'm going to throw some curveballs every now and then. My new guy, my new handyman always says, "Woman, you are you trying to get so much from me. I don't understand what's happening right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it." And then when it's finished, he keeps singing my praises about my brilliance, cause he's like, "I like what you're doing." It's funny how he talks, but yeah, he always says, "This is good. You doing your thing, girl." So even though it don't make sense, he gets it in the end, and he just does it because he now knows that it's gonna all make sense, right? But I got I still got a toilet in the seat next to me. I still got backer board and some lights and some other stuff because I guess he's too busy to come out. But when I went in there to check on the progress, I did not notice any completion of some things. They putting cement down in the basement shower. Um, the bar don't look substantially different than it did Friday when I left here. The electrician is in the bathroom upstairs doing his thing, but I cannot find for the life of me why I had to run to these stores and get all these things. And it's 2 o'clock in the evening, and we not doing none of these things that I got in my truck. So that piece of plumbing, is that all he was gonna do today? Cause he ain't doing nothing. His people in there doing stuff. He ain't doing nothing. So is it me that's holding him up? I don't think so. But yeah, he's out of here with his job. I can't. Ain't nobody gonna charge me like he do. Ain't nobody gonna have, you know, they're not gonna be as skilled as him or as fast as him. But I gotta go. So yeah, it's just like being in a bad marriage. It really is. It's tough. Change is tough, but change is necessary for growth. So I'm gonna go somewhere and grow.